get really nice air dodge reads.
I mean, that's what happens whenever you have your opponent's defensive options memorized. When you've done the conditioning, it's not just about the initial win, it's about the long game. And I think MuSquare did a great job of running the marathon really at the end here as we get on board to the other side of the loser side of this top 8. Gio squaring off against AeroLink.
How do you think this matchup goes? I know some of them, they have played it against each other before, but I do not honestly know who usually wins between the two.
You know, it's hard to say. On one hand, I know that in the past, Gyo has been such a strong, formidable player, but the reality is we don't really see him as often at a lot of these local tournaments, so he may be more of a Wi-Fi warrior these days. AeroLink, on the other hand, getting those smash gains wherever he can. He's doing all the regionals, the locals, he's doing the Wi-Fi as well. So I'm hungry to see who's going to be getting the better when these two spar off here.
AeroLink has come to a few.
Oh! Put the leg drop on him. I see you. Are we playing Smash or are we doing some WWE right now?
It's pretty hardcore. He's taking any punish that he could, and instead of just going for a basic down smash or anything, he's really capitalizing on that punish that he keeps getting.
Yeah, and I really want to make sure that y'all are looking actually at how AeroLink is choosing to pilot this. Now, normally AeroLink is known for a more turtle-oriented defensive sort of style, but he has to be aggressive here, really close the distance consistently so that Gyo can't get the top setup. I mean, that top setup is insane, and taking that tool off of the table of Rob significantly limits the amount of options that they have in the neutral game.
I think that was very well said. The Rob has seriously been using that top to gimp people's recoveries and ledge options, so I think AeroLink being able to play a little offensively will seriously help him in the long run. Yeah,
best defense is a good offense, I suppose, as AeroLink currently trying to navigate. You're able to see him get the Witch Twist, and from here he's going to get a lot of damage, possibly a stock, a great conversion. And that's just kind of the nightmare scenario. When you look at this particular matchup, if Rob has space to breathe, that's when Rob can really excel by setting up the tops, putting down that projectile pressure, making it very difficult for the enemies to encroach. But AeroLink, you saw from the very beginning, he came in with the mindset. He said, I'm going to close all the distance here. I'm going to make it so you can't even breathe on this stage, and then I'm going to make the most advantage of your massive, massive hitboxes.
AeroLink staying Bayonetta. I have not seen his Mega Man.
Yeah, the Mega Man from Gyo. He's been working on this for quite some time. And I think that it's a character that really supplements his style as well. He also likes to play a bit more of the passive, more reactive style, and that's what the goal is here, just peppering with some of these pellets. But AeroLink, he knows it's the same game plan, close the distance, but now he has to be so cautious of so many of the different aerials and projectiles that are going to be coming out close range from this Mega Man.
Both players are doing exceptionally well and are in top 8. Loser, sadly, this will be his last game, but winner will keep on proceeding in loser's bracket.
Yeah, that's how brackets work. And actually, a bit of an interesting occurrence, you're noticing that AeroLink is spacing particularly around the pellets because he knows that his bullet climax will actually outrange the pellets from Mega Man unless Gyo starts approaching. So it sets up this really interesting set of mind games, and that's why we're seeing some of these whiffs so far, is just both players beautifully navigating in and out of these threat zones. All right, potential. Yeah, and a smart play from Gyo using Rush just to get out of the combo sequence. That's going to be the name of the game. At this particular percentage, AeroLink's going to have to work really hard to try and close out the stock. You're going to be seeing a lot of back airs, and that's going to give Gyo a bit of information moving forward. It's not as if he has to play against the whole arsenal now. He just has to look for specific tools and conversions in this particular moment.
Seems like we have... Ooh, Bayonetta able to get the down air kill on Mega Man. Mega Man's going to be looking to get this stock closed out as soon as possible, and we will see how much damage AeroLink is able to deal.
And the dance begins again. I got to give it to AeroLink. He's done a good job of just, again, cutting off so much of the stage. It feels like Gyo just has such minimal real estate when we look at the match as a whole. And it's really showing, I think, in the percentage as well as the stock count.
I agree entirely. I'm honestly still surprised.
Ooh, the call-outs, baby. The call-outs. Take him for a ride. Not quite the stock yet, but we're getting close.
And AeroLink still on his first stock and being smart and recovering on the right side instead of trying to fight for that left side stage.
Got Bayonetta recovery. And just masterful control of the character, of course. It's unfortunate that Gio really hasn't gotten anything going. That's a 2-0 and a handshake with a 2 stock in game number 2. And Gio